It is time to get some more suckering done. Derek's doing some weed removal, weed whacker. I grabbed my gloves, had a sip of water. This time I am grabbing a shovel because there are blackberry vines out there, and every time I come across one, I think I don't have a shovel. So this time I'm bringing one. We'll see if we can get this done, and then maybe next week do some planting of our new vines that we harvested this spring. Every spring brings new growth, and new growth is, there's so many parallels to life, right? You have to decide what you're going to keep in your life and what you're going to take out. And these suckers, as I prune, as I take suckers off, these beautiful vines that are getting ready for, all of this is in preparation for harvest. And it's such a great time to reflect on what God wants. What does He want me to get rid of in my life that hinders the fruit, the quality of the fruit? And so I spend a lot of time thinking about that while I'm doing this. How many rows do you think you've done, Edgar?
It's my
first
one.
all your time here.
Oh, 10? I don't
10?
know. Yeah.
Many rows. 1 row a day,
Yeah.
And then sometimes multiple on a weekend. Did you find something? We're definitely enjoying our farm cats. Time to water the garden. It's doing pretty well. Definitely have some more planting to do, and I'm glad that I waited. I didn't really wait on purpose, but because of that hard frost, I actually lost pumpkins that came up. So I'll have to replant those, and then I'm going to go ahead and get some little seedlings of tomatoes and cucumbers. Learning about how to control pests without using pesticides, it's definitely a learning curve. Not that I've ever used pesticides because I haven't really gardened, but I got this diatomaceous earth. This was to help with the crawly bugs in the garden, so I'm going to give it a try and see if it helps. It's definitely helped out with the chickens. Putting it all over the chicken area has gotten rid of little critters that we do not like. And now we are going to go get supplies for Lucy's birthday sleepover tonight or tomorrow night. And I'm trying to squeeze in a hike up Table Rock, so we'll see if we get there. So you're right? Yeah.
That bottom thing, all the way out?
Even the parts that stick out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 11 feet 4 inches.
Good. 4 on that. Then what did you get on the top?
This,
top one?
from this part
5
to
feet,
that
8 and a
No,
half.
just the top one.
Hey, Lazarus. Hi, Oberon.
But anyway. All right. Let's kind of get a sense of our parts and pieces first before we start cutting. So let's see. Edgar, will you grab the 4 8-footers? Lily and Juniper, will you grab 3, 4? Will you grab 4? You guys get, we'll go to the saw. Okay? It's on the, go over there.
On the Boda.
Jeez, took my jacket, my shirt off, and then put the shirt back on.
I know. So right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Slowly.
Yeah, yours would be real close because I'm going to cut those. The four that Edgar gets, I'm not going to cut.
It's kind of chilly out here. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, look at you.
Right, if I cut it too big, too small, then I've got, and if it's just a little bit, I could really mess it up. Like, especially, you know, wood is always a little bit expensive. Right now, it's really expensive. So, measure twice, maybe 3 times. Heck, measure 4 times. During a recession, measure four times.
What he's saying is measure a lot.
Measure a lot and measure accurately. Okay, so let's measure again before we cut. Let's make sure that we did that correctly. I'm sure you guys did it correctly. It's probably me. I might have messed up. Let's just see. Are we gonna call that good?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, so what I'm doing is gonna.
Yay! So what are we doing right now?
Okay, so we're gonna start attaching the basic frame of the new chicken tractor. Yeah. Last little bit of final touches and then getting everything wrapped to size, rolling things under. And then chicken tractor number 2 will be ready for service. Did a few alterations and some customization stuff because of the vineyard stuff. So we've got the old oak staves utilized as this top bar. The oak stave as our as a keep. So we can get on in there and then bring it on down. I've got to fix this still. But the oak staves keep it nice and hooped, and then easy to deploy and get on in there. I'll get the nesting bins in here so we can just easily get right to them. And this one's slightly different. This one is 8 feet long, 6 feet wide, and designed specifically to go up and down the vineyard rows. So we can do some weed management and fertilize the vineyard at the same time.
It's really cool.
Thank you, kid.
Okay, pick it up. Come on. Get off here. You, Lucy. Get down. Lucy, get down. Are you gonna pick it up? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright. I wanna do it. You wanna do what? Hold it. Okay, hold it. We're online. Oh, this is my doggy. My doggy. This is Edgar's favorite. This one and Brian. Okay, you can put it out. Okay. This one is still getting cleaned. This one is getting cleaned. Hey girl, let's take a picture. Oh my gosh, yes. Wait, you turned it on. Yeah. Dogs are cool. Ow! This one's scary. She's sitting on top of the dog. Sue. Sue. Is that you? Sue. Is that you? Sue. Yes. Okay. Ready to go? Yes, you got it. Oh, Sue. Yes, that's you. Oh.
Okay, film this.
Okay, wait. Look out! Getting attacked by dogs!
Two, three. Okay.
Dasher! Good morning. It is currently 6:30 and I am gonna go fly with my grandfather we're gonna drive to Crescent City and then fly back in his new airplane. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. The plan today for a workout is do a quick jog around the vineyard, stretch, do some crunches, then do a timed mile, and then another cool down lap, and possibly some lunges, squats, and some push-ups, and a little more ab work. And then if anybody else wants to do more running, they can. Who looks forward to running when they haven't been running for a long time? Not me. I don't think any of us do, but into week 3, start feeling good. Did it. We ran the mile. Yeah. And you're kind of right where you started, or where you ended, right? A couple of years ago. We're distracted by cats over here. And I thought my time was a lot slower than I thought it was going to be, but that's why we do this, so we kind of see where we actually are. We are now in the month of June, so I just erased our calendar for May, journaled it a bit, and now it is time to fill in the month of June. Got some exciting things going on, and hopefully we'll be on the water a lot more. This is really hard transitioning with littles and teenagers. I will just say that. I'm trying to be active, just meeting people where they are, you want to keep everyone moving, and you want to respect their, you know, as they're getting older, they want to do their own thing. Setting them up to be a part of the family and yet have some of their own freedoms is definitely a challenge. Today it's just Edgar, our exchange student, and Laurel and Elkie. It's about consistency, keep getting out, doing stuff, and invite people in as much as you can, and provide the opportunity. And then there's more times that it happens than not, right? We can't grow weary of doing what we believe is good.
We're gonna hike up that thing. And we're probably gonna get caught in some rain.
Did you saw the runway?
To see it when you hike up the hill?
Beautiness.
A view.
A victory.
Oh, put your dress back on.
Put it back on. It's hot.
I know, but put it back on, please.
Will you give it to me?
Yeah. Oh, it smells good.
Time for that big feisty bear. Hello, feisty bear.
Hello.
Be careful, Elkie. You might fall in the poison milk.
Come on, Laurel.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Lucky you, Laurel. You get to ride on Edgar's shoulders up this big hill. He's determined to run. Woohoo! You made it to the top, Laurel.
Yes!
It's your first time.
Yes!
Nice.
Now
And we're greeted by these beautiful flowers.
but it's a playing place.
Yeah, which trail should we go? Left or right?
That way.
All right, left it is.
Well, we could have some oranges. Pretty nice. Blanket. I'm gonna make a fire.
No, not pretend.
Yeah.
That are pretty wild, right? And others that are pretty Spartan, pretty bare. Cool. Let's stay over here. Stick with us, kid. All right, so this one just pretend. So we'll pretend this is it. Carefully, so we'll knock fruit off at this stage, right?
Yeah,
Or potential fruit.
see the little grape.
So we want to be very gentle with it. So if this was tight, I bring it out across, right? Paying attention to it. Yep. And I'm gonna go around the wood. And I'm gonna probably start here so I support it first. Right, so I'm gonna go around and twist. Ideally get this nice and close to it. So I might go again here, shape, and I might do a third to keep this nice and tight to it. So
Today we've got a lot going on and we are reflecting back on relationships and what's going on and all this kind of crazy stuff that's happening this summer. I just finished a job at as a swim teacher and I got some really good relationships out of that and learned how to work in a official work environment instead of babysitting or those kind of jobs where it's kind of just a really close relationship. I got to learn a different kind of relationship, and so now I have just finished that job and it's been really amazing to have those connections and a boss that really cares, and I'm very thankful for that. Now, as Edgar's here, this is his last day, full day, and tomorrow Lucy and I are leaving, he's leaving, we'll have all of this kind of crazy splitting apart, and then we'll come back together and just going on these separate, really cool adventures. It's been really exciting to have Edgar here. He's taught me a lot of things about myself, and it's been really enjoyable and challenging in some ways. I'm very excited for this new chapter, and this summer is crazy and has all kinds of adventures waiting. So I'm excited for those relationships and what I'm going to learn through them.